supposedly a exploration stage gold mining company is going to be switching gears and making a purchase that allows them to claim that they now have 24,500 Bitcoin. Some proponents in the space are cheering for this, saying it's following the same path as MicroStrategy. I think it's just a pump and dump scam marketing angle. Welcome back, everyone. We are going to dive into this story about NILA Resources. Now, NILA is a over-the-counter pink sheet, which essentially means it just trades by virtue of the people who want to trade the shares. This means that it is an incredibly illiquid stock. It's most likely incredibly manipulated by 1 to 2 players, market makers. Anyways, let's dive into it. Let's dive into it because yesterday a whole bunch of Bitcoiners all started. This is the problem, right? You've got a company like MicroStrategy, which even though I don't, you guys know my opinion on MicroStrategy, right? Like, to me, they were a nothing company. It doesn't mean that they weren't making money, but they were just an uninteresting company that nobody really gave a shit about. And then Michael Saylor figured out a way to make his company very interesting. And in all fairness, they're just famous for buying and holding Bitcoin. They don't, there's nothing else that they actually do that's impressive. Now, interestingly enough, though, it doesn't mean that other companies can't use the same method to garner some attention. But unlike Michael Saylor, who really does seem to be a true proponent, or we could put true in asterisks, but he does seem to be a proponent of Bitcoin and a Bitcoin supporter, this other company, I think, is completely full of shit. And I think that there's going to be some people who are going to get wrecked if they think that buying and holding these people's shares is going to do what MicroStrategy did. Okay. Anyways, let's dive into this story because there are a lot of red flags in my eyes. And even though it's not financial advice and people can't take personal responsibility for their own actions, but yeah, it's not financial advice. And I personally am just going to stay the fuck away from this thing, even though I don't buy shares anyways anymore. But yeah, this to me is just complete illiquid garbage. So let's dive into it. NILA Resources Inc., OTC Pink Sheets, NILA. Pay attention to that ticker, though, NILA, okay, because it gets weird. Today announced that it has entered into a letter of intent. That means nothing. Nothing, okay? I can write a letter of intent to somebody else that I wish to purchase all of their land. That doesn't mean shit. Anyways, with Zyberdata Limited to acquire 100% of the common stock of a special purpose entity to be established under the name Mindwave that will hold 24,800 Bitcoin. NILA Resources will issue a newly authorized preferred class of Series C stock in exchange for the 24,800 Bitcoin at a discounted rate relative to the current market price. NILA Resources will acquire 100% of its capital stock of Mindwave, a special purpose entity in Meridius, which will hold digital assets including 24,800 Bitcoin and other assets. These assets will serve as collateral to raise capital for investment in high yield generating projects. So in other words, they really don't have any idea what they're doing. Okay, they just figured out that this is a great marketing angle in order to raise capital to figure out how to actually make money. Anyways, okay, so I went over to my E-Trade account and obviously took a look at the ticker symbol. So here we go. Gold Exploration Stage Mining Company, right? Or Visionary Investment Holding Company that doesn't mention gold at all. And I'll explain where that comes from. So look, according to E-Trade, this is their website, SouthAmericanMining.com. That's according to their profile on E-Trade. And here they list a bunch of land that they have access to, but no actual resources mined. So guys, I know that people don't want to believe this sometimes, but having had experience with OTC type of mining stocks, okay, from like my previous life, I can tell you a lot of this stuff is complete bullshit. Okay, the way that it works is you buy a piece of land where you can make a claim that you can mine resources, and that's essentially how you grift people into buying your stock. And it just goes on and on and on for years. They never actually find anything, but whenever they need to raise some money, what they do is they drop a press release about the possibility of how much they can mine and what it could be worth. But yet they can never actually afford to do anything. So they never actually mine anything. So yeah. So here we go. This is according to E-Trade. That's who this company is. They are a miner. Now, let's go take a look at that website that they're talking about. So this is the SouthAmericanMining.com website. Okay, and here it is. It's the unofficial website of NILA Resources. Let's go take a look at what it is that they're mining. All right, so 3 veins rich in gold, silver, and copper and zinc metals, right? The planned monthly output is 4,000 tons per month. The production is expected to grow to 6,000 tons per month. The laboratory analysis shows rich polymetallic mineral deposits rich in gold, silver, copper, zinc, and metals. So look, this is what they do in order to get you to buy their shares so that you think it's going to be worth something. But this company has never actually mined a damn thing. Okay. Anyways, in the last 5 years, the value, this is what's good. Again, this is more language to let you know they don't have anything. In the last 5 years, the value of Peru's mineral production has grown by nearly 25%. Not this company. This company hasn't fucking mined shit. The value of Peru's mineral production, the country. Okay. The gold production increased by 20%, and gold exports generated more than $4 billion in revenue. Has nothing to even do with this company. Okay. Nothing to even do with this company. Anyways, let's continue because this does get kind of weird. All right. So I went to go find NILA Resources on LinkedIn. So you guys know that we were just looking at a South American mining company, right? Right. So this gets kind of weird. When we go to LinkedIn, we see NILA Resources, same exact ticker symbol. But all of a sudden, they're an investment holding company, and they explore possibilities in fintech, medtech, and climate tech. Oh, look at that. And they're actually out of Sonoma, Washington. Huh. It's interesting because the company we just read about was in South America. Or no, they have properties in South America. I'm sure that this will all start to make sense. NILA Resources OTC is a visionary investment holding company that stands at the forefront of innovation, strategic evolution. I don't hear anything about mining. In the fields of medtech, fintech, climate tech, NILA's main goal is to generate returns on its investments by acquiring, holding, and sometimes actively managing a portfolio of businesses in various verticals, including insurtech, carbon capture, sustainable environment tech, and more. By diversifying into these verticals, NILA Resources aims to tap into the innovative potential these technologies contribute to their growth while generating profitable returns for its investors. They didn't even mention gold. That's kind of weird. That is weird. Let's go take a look at their website. Their website is completely different than the other website right here of NILA Resources. It's the same ticker symbol. I'm totally blown away. I think that this is a total outright grift. Anyways. So then I went to go take a look at the COO at NILA Resources. Okay. So this is interesting. This person is supposedly out of the Arab Emirates. Okay. And let's take a look here. Operations management, process improvement, sales strategy, blockchain startups, tokenizing businesses intelligently. Interesting. So let's see here. Let's go take a look at some of the past here. Okay, so she's been chief operating officer, right, since October 2023. Okay, and if we take a look before, Techie Trade LLC. I'm sure that has something to do with some stocks. General manager of operations at Blockchain Marketing Guru. So naturally, once you did all this digging, it doesn't seem like this is all making sense, right? Like this kind of seems off. Anyways, here's a tweet from Stefan Lavera. Something kind of off about NILA Resources news. Why would they announce the amount of Bitcoin being purchased in advance? Maybe I'm missing something. It's because they're a scam company. Okay, it's a pump and dump scam. Anyways, so Fellow Bitcoiner Vincent Van Doe wrote back, because it's a scam. They're trying to pump their penny stock. This bullshit will only increase. Bitcoiners need to improve their filter instead of believing this garbage. Absolutely, absolutely. And so obviously I started to do some digging by that point. And I said, Vince hit the nail on the head. It's a dead penny stock. Exploration stage equals they've never found anything. And I know so many people want to be like, Phil, you're just giving them a hard time. Yeah, look, you take off your fucking Bitcoiner rosy lens, okay? I've already watched companies like this hundreds of times. They never fucking come out of the exploration stage. This is why they're raising money. They have nothing. They will stay an exploration stage company forever. Anyways. And it doesn't make a difference because supposedly they have one profile that says they're a mining company. They have another profile that says they're a fintech company. So if you ask me, it's just bullshit to grift you of whatever money they can get. Now we're going to take a look. Here's their 5-year chart. Okay. And this is literally a pump and dump. You are looking at pump and dump. Anyways, but wait, there's more. Go take a look at their address. So their address is right here, 2801 Bickford Avenue, Suite 103-366, Snohomish, Washington. Okay, let's go take a look. Google Maps shows that it's a post office box. Okay, that's what it is. It is a P.O. box at this postnet over here. And for the people, obviously, I'm going to provide the links to all of this in the comments. You guys can go take a look. This address is indeed 2801 Bickford Avenue, Suite 103. So supposedly either this South American miner or this Klima fintech company, it doesn't matter. Their office is a fucking P.O. box. Okay, so again, you're being grifted with garbage. This is nonsense. Nothing is going to come of this. All right, guys, that was lots of fun. So look, I personally would stay away from this. Okay, this is not an opportunity. This is a grift. Okay, we've seen this in previous cycles. I mean, I feel like I should just record that and it's like start hitting play. Because we've seen these grifts time and time again, right? There's a lot of attention that comes to Bitcoin, the price pumps. And essentially what they do is companies like this look for the greater fool. This is a company that has been essentially just a zombie corporation, okay? And they figured out a way to grift Bitcoiners. That's all it is. Actually, you know what? The other point that I want to make is I saw some people sitting there. I was kind of surprised. I saw Samson Mao be like, MicroStrategy started, like this or something like that. Like think MicroStrategy. No, it's not about think MicroStrategy. Okay. Like I said before, MicroStrategy was already a government contractor that was selling big data services. Okay. So they already had services that they were selling. This company, this is a pink sheets shell company that just pretends, okay? So the idea that these guys are going to become some massive player in the Bitcoin space with their 24,800, this is bullshit hopium, guys. It is complete fucking nonsense. And if you think for a second that we're not going to see more of these guys, you're wrong. We will definitely see more of them, and the grifts are going to become more sophisticated. They're definitely going to become more sophisticated. Guys, that does it for today. I'm going to catch you all tomorrow.